frequency that amplifies these voices, stories, and reports that make the difference. This is Agidigbo News, 88.7 FM.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening, welcome to the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo 88.7 FM, Ibadan. I am Bowali Akinbode. First, the headlines. Doctor strike continues as NAD demands fair deal, better pay. Ibadan residents appeal to Governor Makinde to save them from incessant killings and robbery attacks. India state offers menstrual leave to all working women in formal jobs. United States to hold new military drills in Trinidad and Tobago amidst tension with Venezuela. NSC hails exploit as Nigeria boxing team return from Islamic Solidarity Games. Now the details. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors (NAD) has called on the federal government to immediately conclude a long-delayed collective bargaining agreement (CBA) as their indefinite strike entered its 15th day today, just as it also demanded a review of the outdated consolidated medical salary structure. In a statement posted on its official X handle today, formerly Twitter, the union said they have for long waited for the CBA, a simple written promise that ensures fairness, clear work terms and proper pay, but the government keeps delaying, while doctors face rising costs and crumbling morale. The union said President Bola Tinubu had directed the Ministry of Health to immediately resolve the strike, noting that the government is addressing the doctors' demand. However, despite the directive, NAD said delays in finalizing the CBA and reviewing salaries have continued to demoralize doctors, many of whom face rising living costs while providing critical medical services. The president of the Nigeria Dental Association, Dr. Emodom Elias, has cautioned Nigerians against careless oral habits, saying the mouth is a sensitive organ that must be properly cared for. Dr. Elias given the advice while speaking to newsmen today at the ongoing 58th Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Association in Abuja, warning against the practice of using the teeth to open bottled drink as such acts could cause tooth fractures or gum tears. The NDA president said these injuries often progress into more serious conditions with severe consequences for oral health and stressed that such habits must stop, adding that the mouth is too delicate to be subjected to harmful practices. Speaking on how to build a thriving dental practice, Dr. Elias said dental equipment must be readily accessible to practitioners for quality service delivery and further identified inadequate funding as a major challenge affecting the growth of the dental profession in Nigeria. Residents of Owode Housing Estate, Akpata in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, have appealed to Governor Seyi Makinde of the state to save them from incessant killings and armed robberies in the state. The residents made the call during a protest held within the housing estate, stressing that their neighbors have been killed and several families attacked as a result of high level of insecurity in the estate. While addressing journalists, the spokesperson of the protesters who spoke on behalf of the residents, Mr. Bamidele Lawal, said many plots of lands and buildings in the estate have been abandoned by those who bought and owned them as a result of insecurity, thereby increasing criminal activities in the estate. Mr. Lawal then used the opportunity to call on Governor Makinde and the Oyo State Housing Corporation to come to the rescue of the residents and the citizens at large. The president of Akpata Youth, Olaoluwasegun, Also noted that many souls have been lost as a result of incessant killings and attacks of innocent souls in the estate, and further used the opportunity to appeal to Governor Makinde to listen to the people. It was a historic moment at Adicom College of Business and Management Ibadan, as the institution held its first ever convocation ceremony, celebrating academic excellence, cultural pride, and youth empowerment. With 1,711 graduates, dignitaries, and special guests in attendance, the event marked a new chapter in the school's journey since its establishment. Agric FM's news correspondent Khadija Abdurrahman was live at the event. Sophia Aziz brings the details.
Finance and Management today held its first convocation ceremony at the school premises in Ibadan, marking a significant milestone since its establishment. The event was graced by dignitaries, members of the Board of Trustees, academic staff, graduating students, parents, and invited guests. The father of the day, Dr. Riyomi Amzat, chairman of Agidigbo FM, was warmly welcomed and honored for his unwavering support for education and youth development. A total of 1,711 students graduated from the institution, comprising both National Diploma ND and Higher National Diploma HND recipients. Adding color and excitement to the celebration, the Adicom Cultural Group thrilled the audience with a vibrant cultural performance, showcasing exceptional talent, energy, and creativity. Speaking with Agidigbo FM, the rector of Adicom College, Dr. Adewale Adesina, congratulated the graduating students, offered prayers for their future success, and encouraged them to pursue excellence in their chosen path.
To our care. I pray that God will continue to bless and be with you all members of the board, and that you will reap the fruit of your labor and all others' partnership.
Addressing the audience, Dr. Riyomi Amzat appreciated the school's management for the warm reception and expressed gratitude for the honorary award he received.
I appreciate the award. Apart from the award, I appreciate the gown. After all, I have changed my dress, and I'm taking this to the next event I have, so that they know I've been bowed down for the academic rituals this morning. So when I get there, they will know. They don't need to ask me, where have you been? Thank you so much for this award. This is another call to service.
Delivering the keynote address, Dr. Oyefemi Oyetunde, the guest speaker, emphasized the importance of technical and vocational education. He advised the graduates to remain focused and embrace skill acquisitions, stating that skills are more powerful than ever.
Launch pilot later spaces and blended courses that integrate hands-on practice with digital learning. Develop and implement baseline quality assurance and assessment framework. Initiate internship and apprenticeship partnership with local fairs. The
ceremony ended on a joyful note as students and their families celebrated their achievements and looked ahead to a promising future. Sophia Aziz, Agidigbo FM News.
It is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Agidigbo FM United Kingdom. I am Folashade Familusi. Officials in the United Kingdom are looking into whether a man who took part in the Remembrance Sunday ceremony dressed as a high-ranking naval officer was a fake. It was reported the man was involved in the red slaying in Wales on Sunday and saluted the war memorial before marching away with a colleague. Serving and former service personnel became suspicious when they saw him dressed in a Rear Admiral and wearing the Rear Distinguished Service Order medal. However, the Ministry of Defense said it was taking the matter very seriously, adding that impersonating a naval officer can be considered a criminal offense because very few personnel have been awarded Distinguished Service Order DSO since 1979, hence the need for investigation to know if it was fake. The southern India state of Karnataka, which is also home to some of the world's biggest IT firms, has become the first in the country to offer paid menstrual leave to all working women in formal jobs. Under the new policy, women aged 18 to 52 working in government and private companies can take 1 day off menstrual leave every month. The concept of menstrual leave is not new to countries like Spain, Japan, South Korea, and Indonesia. But in India, Karnataka is the first state in the country to implement such policy. Santosh Lad, Karnataka's Labour Minister, told reporters this morning. That's in the news from Hagidigbo FM, United Kingdom. I am Folashade Familusi.
We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Amzat Studio, Agidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya. The United States will hold new military drills in Trinidad and Tobago for 5 days, starting Sunday, according to the Caribbean nation. The announcement followed the move by the U.S. last month to send a guided missile destroyer to the country for training exercises, a step that nearby Venezuela denounced as a military provocation. Trinidad and Tobago's Foreign Minister Sean Sobers denied that next week's exercises would be a precursor to any potential U.S. military action near the country, particularly in Venezuela. The drill will include the U.S. Marine Corps 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit, already deployed in the region to support what Washington says is a mission to disrupt illegal drug trafficking in the Caribbean. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says there will be an investigation into the mysterious arrival of a chartered plane carrying 153 Palestinians from Gaza into the country. The group arrived at OR Tambo International Airport but were initially refused entry and were stuck in the plane for more than 10 hours as they did not have the customary departure stamps in their passports. According to the local authorities, most were eventually allowed in after intervention from a local charity and because of the government's empathy and compassion. The circumstances of their departure from Gaza and travel to South Africa remain unclear. South Africa has maintained strong support for the Palestinian cause throughout the war between Hamas and Israel in Gaza. And that ends the news from Koleamzat Studio at Gidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Soya.
Welcome back, and now to the exciting world of sports. The leadership of the National Sports Commission, led by Chairman Malam Shehu Diko and the Director Honorable Bukola Olopade, has heaped praises on the Nigerian boxing team to the 2025 Islamic Solidarity Games in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The duo made this known when they played host to the pugilists and their coach on their return to the country, while celebrating the boxers for doing the nation proud in the squad rope sports at the Games. Malam Diko, who was in the company of Honorable Olopade, pledged the body's commitment to revamp boxing in Nigeria, stressing that the commission will work closely with the Nigerian Boxing Federation (NBF) to reposition the squad rope sport in the country. The Vice President of the Nigeria Boxing Federation, Honorable Omonle Imado, praised the NSC leadership for their commitment to the advancement of Olympic-style boxing in the country, adding that the NBF will continue to work closely with the Nigeria Sports Commission to improve the standard of the squared rope sport in Nigeria. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Doctor strike continues as NAD demands fair deal, better pay. Ibadan residents appeal to Governor Makinde to save them from incessant killings and robbery attacks. India state offers menstrual leave to all working women in formal jobs. United States to hold new military drills in Trinidad and Tobago amidst tension with Venezuela. NLC hails exploits as Nigeria boxing team return from Islamic Solidarity Games.
Don't forget that you can listen to us live on our website www.agidigbo887fm.com. You can also download our mobile app on the Google Play Store and iOS. Simply search for Agidigbo 88.7 FM. Follow us on Facebook at Agidigbo 88.7 FM, on Twitter and Instagram at Agidigbo 887 FM, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have news, stories, and tips for us, contact our newsroom on 070-8714-4865 or send us a mail on newsroom@agidigbo887fm.com.
And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. Always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on the most listened to radio station, Agidigbo. 88.7 FM Ibadan. I am Bowali Akimbode. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power.